So the pay-as-you-earn plan. This was a plan that was started in 2012. It went back to 2007, specifically October 1st, 2007. If you were a federal borrower after that date and you had direct loans, then you could qualify for the pay-as-you-earn plan. The pay-as-you-earn plan has a few other rules about eligibility, but that's the main thing. So the way I like to think about it is if you graduated from undergrad in 2011, then you probably missed eligibility for the pay-as-you-earn plan. They had to draw the line somewhere. October 1st, 2007, if you had loans before that date, then you're not eligible for the pay-as-you-earn plan. Also, there are some people, myself included, that had federal family education loans issued after October 1st, 2007, but before they shut down that program in 2010. Those loans are also not eligible for the pay-as-you-earn plan. So assuming you're eligible for the pay-as-you-earn plan, something just to note, because I'm recording this after the One Big Beautiful Bill Act was made effective, that plan is getting phased out between July 1st, 2026 and July 1st, 2028. So if you're not on that plan and you're eligible for it, you could pick it now, assuming it's before July 1st, 2026 when you're watching this. I'm recording this in September of 2025. So you could pick it and then you could be on that plan until you're forced to leave that plan. Why might that be a good idea? Well, pay-as-you-earn is one of the lowest calculated plans out there. How that plan works is it says, there's the acronym for it. It says it's 10% of discretionary income. And discretionary income has a special formula. Discretionary income for the pay-as-you-earn plan says, take a look at your adjusted gross income. So let's just pretend that it's you and you alone on your tax return. You look at your Form 1040, you go to line 11 if you're filing a return by the regular deadline, and that is your adjusted gross income. For most folks who are W-2 employed, adjusted gross income is pretty much what you make minus what you contribute to your retirement account, minus whatever you contribute to either a flexible spending account, health savings account, or dependent care FSA. So gross income minus those contributions usually ends up being your adjusted gross income. That number is then reduced by 150% of the federal poverty guideline for your family size. In this example, if it's just you on your tax return, your family size is 1. If you have dependents on your tax return, your family size is you plus the dependents. And if you're married and you filed married filing jointly, then your family size is you plus spouse plus dependents if you have dependents. If you filed married filing separate, then it's whoever shows up on your tax return. So if it's you and you filed married filing separate, then your spouse is on their own Form 1040. And then if you have dependents, it's just, did you claim the dependents or did they? And that determines your family size. So to take a look at the family size guideline, you can Google this, hhs.gov, and take a look at for your family size. So there's family size of 1. I'll use that for example, 23,475. Let's make up a number and say that adjusted gross income is 150,000. What we end up doing then is take this and reduce it by that, and that is your discretionary income. And then multiply that by 10%. This is your annual payment. Divide that by 12 to get your monthly payment. That is how they calculate the payment on the pay-as-you-earn plan. The pay-as-you-earn plan is a 20-year plan, 240 months long. If you make payments on that plan, I've just illustrated what that could look like for a 12-month cycle. They recalculate your payment every 12 months. You know you have to recalculate your payment if your loan servicer reaches out to you and notifies you that it's time. They're basing their notification to you off of what's called your IDR anniversary date, income-driven repayment anniversary date. They usually notify you 60 to 90 days before that date. It's time to go to studentaid.gov and recertify, and you can do that there. If you rinse and repeat that for 240 months and you get to the end of it, what happens there is if there's a balance still, then whatever that balance is based on the master promissory note, it's added to your income in the year that it's forgiven. at month 240. Say you make this plus inflation over time. I don't know what the balance is going to be later, but let's pretend that the balance is 200,000. Your earned income that year would look like you made $200,000 more, and you would pay taxes on that balance forgiven. So you have this lump sum due at the end. The question is that lump sum due at the end, plus the payments along the way, more or less than paying your loans off over the same time frame or over a different time frame? And if you measure it over a different time frame, just make sure that you're accounting for other factors like inflation, if you're investing at potential investment return, taxes. So food for thought. If you want to run the calculation for pay as you earn, you can go to our website and plug in income, plug in your state of residency, enter your family size. If married, enter your spouse's income, and then see what the payment would be. It's really driven by income. So hopefully that was helpful. If you liked it, hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with others. Thank you.